And that was the trailer. Hey guys and gals out there, watch this video right now. I know it's been a long time, I'm sorry for that. Hopefully this will get me back into making YouTube videos, but today we're here to check out the new chapter in Dead by Daylight. The PTB, I forgot what the chapter is called. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So first, they actually also have made a lot of just general quality of life improvements to the game, and have also teased some that are going to come soon. I recommend you watch the anniversary live stream. It was awesome. So as you can see already, the menu has changed. I reckon this is good, so you can see more of the killers and survivors. What? Oh yes, I actually haven't played on this since that has been in. So let's hop in and see the new killers. So the menu here is looking pretty cool. So the new killer is the Dredge. Difficulty is moderate. This is his description. A manifestation of the dark thoughts of a once vibrant community, the Dredge is able to teleport between lockers and summon an overwhelming darkness. Its personal perks Dissolution, Darkness Revealed, and Septic Touch allow it to destroy pallets, spot survivors near lockers, and afflict healing survivors with blindness and exhaustion. Let's see him. Oh. That's cool. Wow. This is an awesome character design. So we can see his underbody is he's mainly made out of this dark mist. And he's got a bunch of skulls. This is his face. I'm guessing this is his weapon. I love this design. What is that? What's that? Bro, this design is really cool. This is the anniversary chapter, by the way. The anniversary, I'm not sure when it is. I'm pretty sure it's in June, July. This chapter is officially being released for all of them on June the 7th. Just so you know. But yeah, this guy. The lobby music. Love the lobby music. Probably not the best, but it's really cool. But he looks really creepy. And I love his design. Let's start by looking at his, looking at his cosmetics, didn't finish that, sorry. So that's his head there. What's this? Oh, this is, is it saying this is the Dredge? Wow. Talk about, what was this thing? Talk about the manifestation of dark thoughts. Alrighty, so the Dredge, a hideous amalgam of the lies lost in the garden, hungry for revenge against those who shunned and tried to bury it. It's speaking about the Garden of Joy, I believe, and that is the new map. Tangled corpus, a coil of limbs and heads that look suspiciously like those who disappeared from the garden. And knotted appendage, some body parts formed into a cruel and horrifying weapon. Can't wait to see this guy's animations. Also, they have added this so you can have different customization loadouts. So I'll just use, I don't play on PC as you know, so I don't have that much. So as you can see, I have this, switch to another one, I put this on so I can switch between two different things. I really like this. This is cool. So you don't have to go ahead and change it all the time. You can have 3 sets. I love how he just comes out of the darkness. That's really cool. Well, we'll start with his perks. Dissolution. Everything turns to dust. It is an inescapable as the coming of the night. 3 seconds after injuring a survivor by any means, Dissolution activates for 12 seconds. While Dissolution is activated, if a survivor fast vaults over a pallet inside your terror radius, the entity will break the pallet at the end of the vault and Dissolution deactivates. That's actually pretty cool, making you not have to break that pallet and gives you more time, and that's actually pretty good. Darkness revealed. In your presence, places once thought to be safe are perhaps the most dangerous. When you search a locker, the auroras of all survivors within 8 meters of any locker are revealed to you for 3 seconds, and it has a 30-second cooldown. That's really good for him. I know the power. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm just going to say it's really good for him. And that's actually really good. You could just search a locker and, okay, people are over there. Because there's lockers everywhere. I love the icons also. Septic Touch. The land of shadows subsumes all. Healing only delays the inevitable. Whenever a survivor performs their healing action within your terror radius, that survivor suffers from the blindness and exhausted status effects. These effects linger for 6 seconds after healing action is interrupted by any means. That's actually quite good. I really like these two. I'm not that much at that one. Alrighty. Now, how about we read his backstory before looking at his power. He's tall. He does have a 4.6 movement speed, and his terror radius is 32. Quite a long one here. Bear with me if I get some pronunciation mistakes. Alright. The Fold was founded on a private American island in the 1960s by a group of anonymous philanthropists. Their goal was to establish a peaceful society free of dark thoughts and emotions, attracting the dismayed, disenchanted, and disillusioned from all over the country. This peace-loving community thrived over the years, and members freely followed the dictates of its charismatic leader Otto Stamper, who taught his followers the secret of maintaining happiness through joy talk, meditation, and the endless reacting of good thinking. Now, as you can see on the bottom of these perks, Otto Stamper, and Otto Stamper, has a little verb at the bottom of these. So Otto Stamper is a big person. Alrighty. Meditation. But not all was bliss within the Fold, and Otto swiftly banished anyone who confessed to having dark thoughts or speaking dark words. These dark thoughts would have created him, as we know from his little blurb. Alrighty, those he appointed as the guardians of the Fold were quick to root out malcontents, banishing anyone who thought or spoke against the almost perfect community he had established. In this way, Otto had conditioned Ottomarians to believe dark thoughts were the root of all discontent. He spoke of an ancient god called Druani, telling them how this god fed on dark memories and desires, and how they needed to expel any and all manifestations of darkness from their hearts for fear of summoning this horror from the lands of shadows. Life was more or less a utopia dream on the island until, that is, the darkness began to slowly leak through the cracks of their spiritual dam and members began to mysteriously disappear. It wasn't long before fear closed its septic jaws on the island and refused to let go. The once happy community now gathered in a few homes chanting all the good thinking mantras in a desperate attempt to rid their lives of this formless creature that seemed to stalk them in the shadows and consume them in their sleep. That would be the Dredge. Otto tried to quell his followers, telling them that there were malcontents among their ranks and that they alone had summoned the Druin into their garden of joy. As the Fold bleated fear, Otto evoked desperate measures. Ottomarians were restricted to their homes to prevent the spread of rumors and dark talk, while sleep was forbidden to prevent anyone from releasing dark dreams into the world. Freedom and sleep would return just as soon as the Druani was no longer upon them. I don't know how to spell that. But when Ottomarians continued to disappear, Otto assembled his followers near the beach, where he placed a screaming woman on a wooden stage. There, in the rain, Otto explained to his drenched, alienated, and sleep-deprived congregation that the woman was a journalist here to destroy everything they had created. As the guardians held the trembling woman, she screamed that Otto wasn't the savior he claimed to be. He belonged to an ancient cult, an exclusive club of billionaires that took pleasure in corrupting and sacrificing people, towns, and even countries to an elder god. The journalist told them Otto hadn't banished anyone. He had tortured and sacrificed them, and that they would all be next. Without hesitation, Otto slit her throat before she could continue to spread lies. Wow. As she collapsed to her knees with her hands clasped around her neck, he told his confused and terrored herd that she was working with the others within their rank, that they needed to find the imposter before Drurin came for them all. Otto's words shot over the congregation and reached into the murky recesses of their hearts and dredged up dark and fearful things. Years of suppressed emotions began to bubble up as a thick fog pushed through restless legs and feet. Whispers began, and the whispers became panic mantras, and the mantras became screams and curses as each member accused the next of mal-thinking and mal-speaking. Over the howling wind and pounding rain, the screams and curses grew louder and louder as everyone desperately tried to contain the darkness within. But the harder they tried, the quicker they failed, and within moments the dam burst to release a torrent of hell. Otto watched his once blissful and joyful herd suddenly erupt into violence unlike anything he had seen before. The fold bleated accusations and tore each other to bits and pieces with hands and teeth, and never once they did look up to see their kind and charismatic shepherd smiling down upon them with eyes that were cold, bleak, and without pity. When it was all over, Otto felt the creaking wooden stage shake as a murder of crows circled above. Suddenly, the ground rose and then sank into a thick, oozing black mud like molasses. Moments later, a formless mass squelched out of the muck and rose like a rearing horse to feed upon the writhing mass of butchered humanity. It was everywhere and nowhere at once as it slowly picked its way through the carnage, absorbing the darkness, savoring the misery, trailing terrible noises, shrieks, cries, whimpers, pops, cracks, feasting sounds, death sounds, dark sounds. Otto watched the creature as it slowly began to manifest into the very thing he had imagined, the very thing he had them all imagine. It turned slowly to look at Otto for a long silent moment, then the journey trudged away through the thick black sludge, disappearing into the shadows from which it had come, and that would be this guy, the Dredge. That was a pretty crazy backstory, really well made, and really awesome. Now, time for the best bit. Reign of Darkness, his power. Like a dark thought, the Dredge is difficult to shake, and when night falls, it is nearly impossible. Special ability, the Glooming. Press and hold the power button to activate. Once activated, the Dredge leaves a remnant behind. Aim at a locker and press the ability button to teleport into it, or press the attack button to return to the remnant. The remnant is disabled when teleporting to a locker, or when a survivor touches it. While in a locker, aim at any other locker and press the ability button to teleport again. Each teleport consumes a power token. Exiting the locker or returning to your remnant will activate the Glooming's cooldown, after which all power tokens are recharged. Survivors can place locks on lockers to slow the Dredge exiting them. The Dredge can break locks by exiting the locker or performing a basic attack on the lock. Each locker can only be locked once. That's really good. So he's able to teleport to any locker and cannot be stopped. That's why I said this perk would be really good with it. Okay, special ability Nightfall. The Nightfall meter builds when a healthy survivor is injured, a survivor is hooked, or the teleport power is used. So couldn't you just teleport for no reason and build it? I mean, that would probably waste time though. The Nightfall meter also fills faster for each survivor in the injured state. Once the Nightfall meter is full, Nightfall begins. During Nightfall, survivors must navigate in total darkness. Now, I've seen a video on this. It's not like complete darkness. It's dark, but like it's not really dark. And I know the Dredge is like highlighted in like this white aurora, like he glows white. But it is dark. But I reckon, yeah, the Dredge's teleport is faster with a shorter cooldown, and there is no terror radius. So that's the good thing about it. Nightfall ends after 60 seconds. Survivors destroying the remnant also reduce the time of an active nightfall. This power is really, I reckon, is really cool and really good. Nightfall, I don't know about Nightfall, but just being able to teleport to any locker, that's insane. Like, better than any other teleporting killer we have. Because lockers are all over the map. Yeah, there's some areas that don't have them, but sure, there's one close enough. Well, that is the Dredge. I love his killer design. Can't wait to try out his power. We'll get to that soon. His perks are really cool and the backstory is awesome. Now let's go back out and check out the new survivor. The new survivor of this chapter is Haddie Haddie Car. I'm gonna say Car. Cool portrait there. Haddie is a brave and determined podcaster with the ability to see and feel places of great suffering she calls overlaps. Her personal perks, Inner Focus, Residual Manifest, and Overzealous allows her to track survivors and killers after an attack, use flashlights more efficiently, and repair generators more efficiently. Use flashlights more effectively, sorry. So this is Haddie. This is Haddie here. Cool model. Like the hair going on there. Interesting character. Alright, well, we'll start with this. Haddie Carr. When Haddie's parents died in a horrific crash, she gained the uncanny ability to see and feel something she called the Ravage. That just teleported out of nowhere? What is that? I guess we'll know more in the backstory. We should have read that first. Like, it just appeared by. Okay. Pattern top. A beautiful shirt with patterns inspired by fabrics from her childhood home. And cuffed jeans. A rugged professional pair of pants, perfect for an adventuring podcaster. This time we're gonna go straight to the backstory first. Alrighty. Quite a bit of a longer one here. Let's get into it. Haddie spent her youth in a household brimming with love. Her mother, Professor Basant Carr, moved across the world to teach agricultural science at a university in Troyes Riveras. Sorry, I put with a Q back. I would have pronounced that wrong, sorry. Her father, Rajan Sain, found remarkable success with a catering business in a small Quebecois town. Her house constantly swelled with the wonder aromas of cumin, chilies, masala, cardamom, and fresh steaming naan pulled from a tandoor oven. Her earliest memories were filled with stories of India, and on her 10th birthday, her parents promised to visit Punjab just after the new year. During the holiday season, her parents went to a party with their closest friends, Maurice and Francois Royce. When Haddie called her parents to say she felt sick, they left in a hurry, driving through the windings, snow-swept roads of rural Quebec. Rajan lost control of the car, skidding into an icy, gnarled forest. It would be 2 days before their bodies were found trapped in a vehicle. As Haddie's fever broke, the police arrived at her doorstep, telling her that they had not suffered, but Haddie was old enough to know, I'm guessing, was old enough to know to the police were just being kind. The next morning she woke up with white hair and a question that would haunt her for the rest of her life. So, her parents died in that car crash. That's pretty sad. The Royce took Haddie in, doing their best to fill the hole left by her parents. Despite the enormous loss, Haddie was again surrounded with love. The love her adopted parents had for their son, Jordan, and the love the three had for her. But the trauma of losing her parents seemed to unlock something within her. She began to see things nobody else could see. Horrible, unnatural, unexplainable things. Apparition tormented her class. At home, in bed, Her unexpected screams earned her the nickname Haddie, only adding to her alienation and anguish. Once a cheerful and social child, Haddie walked herself off to the world. With time, Haddie realized her uncanny abilities once triggered in certain areas, dark areas. It was as though there were places in the world where another dimension somehow bled into our town. Jordan called these intersecting areas overlaps, and they seemed to give Haddie insight into a dark, shadowy world straight out of a cosmic horror story. When Haddie graduated from high school, she felt an unexplainable tug to discover who her parents were. To raise money for a trip to India, her brother Jordan suggested that they use her abilities to explore and document all the haunted places in Quebec, starting with a haunted asylum. At the Doria Institute, Haddie could see and hear residual memories, patients, doctors, and so much more. While recording her impressions at the Institute, she offhandedly called the enrocking dimension the Ravage, since it had not only assaulted her with memories from all times and places, but also gave the sense of feeling of psychic energy. The Ravage, she sensed, was a living mosaic of human suffering that was slowly corrupting and devouring the world. She concluded that they needed to investigate more to see if there was anything to her hypothesis. Jordan presented the footage and recordings to their uncle Stefan, who helped them turn what they had a documentary into a web series. Within days of uploading the first episode, Ravages of the Abyss was a viral hit. True crime fans, ghost chasers, and skeptics flooded the comments with their own theories of what she was experiencing. Stefan handled the production, and before long he presented Haddie with her first check as a professional podcaster. Now, with a working budget, Haddie was able to investigate the more haunted places in the world, seeking answers about the Ravage. Her investigations led to a secluded island where once an entire town has mysteriously disappeared, leaving dozens of empty homes. The Garden of Joy, and we know, lucky we read the killer's backstory first, we know what the Dredge did. She never felt such a strong influence of the Ravage as she did here. It pulsed with suffering and cruelty and repressed darkness. Haddie absorbed the emotions of the ghost town and closed her eyes, claiming herself and silencing her mind. She began to hear guttural screams and cries and whimpers. When she opened her eyes again, she could see the scintillating orange-red residual memories of people tearing each other apart in mud and rain. That's what happened in the Dredge's backstory. Then everything disappeared as a much older version of her stepbrother beckoned her from one of the homes. She chased after him, only to stop suddenly with the realization that the Ravage was toying with her emotions, playing tricks on her, making her see things she couldn't possibly be real. The encounter nearly put Haddie off the project entirely, but she was now the linchpin for a company that fed her family. Her uncle Stefan continued to line up sites to visit, and after a personal trip backpacking across India, Haddie carried on subjecting herself to the horrors of the Ravage. Then, while investigating a haunted World War II bunker in the Alps, Haddie heard someone faintly crying out for help in Punjabi. Snow flurried in the bunker as a tunnel suddenly opened to a snow-covered forest. A horn blared in the distance and faded away. She saw the glow of red lights through a wall of snow and felt her heart skip a beat as she rushed to the crumpled blue car pinned between two massive pine trees. Through the shattered window, she saw the bodies of her parents stuck in pools of frozen blood. Haddie narrowed her gaze and saw tiny plumes of profound sense of urgency. She rushed around the wreck, trying her best to push, pull, and kick her way in, all to no avail. As she cried out to them the way that she was sorry for being sick, that the accident was all her fault, their eyes snapped open, and in unison they answered the question that had anchored her life to their death. Yes, Betty, we suffered. With a terrible cry, Haddie fell back into the snow as ice tendrils wrapped around her and pulled her down into a world of endless darkness. That's a really dark backstory, wow. But Wow. Alrighty. Oh, that's right. We gotta read the perks. First, she has inner focus. You have honed your ability to see through the haze of the ravage. You can see other survivors' scratch marks within 32 meters of you. Whenever another survivor loses a health state within 32 meters of you, the killer aura is revealed to you for 3 seconds. This is actually really good, especially if you're solo queuing. You can kind of have an idea of where your teammates are, but also where the killer is, and that's actually really cool. Residual manifest. A lifetime of chasing the darkness has taught you that the best disinfectant is light. After a successful blind action, the killer is affected by the blindness status effect for 20 seconds. This perk grants the ability to rummage through an open chest once per trial with a guaranteed basic flashlight. So it's basically like pharmacy, but with a flashlight. That's actually pretty cool. By the blindness status effect, that means no auras. That's actually quite good. Not for me. I have really bad aim with a flashlight, but that's quite good. And overzealous. Fighting back against the ravage motivates and inspires you. After cleansing any totem, this perk activates. Your generator repair speed is increased by 4%, and this perk deactivates when you lose health state by any means. That's actually really good. Find a totem, cleanse it, and boom, 4% until you get hurt. That's quite cool. All these perks are really good. These survivor perks are really good. Alright, now it's time to get into some gameplay. First, we'll play as the Dredge. Here he comes. Man, he's so cool. Like, look at that. That's sick. Alrighty, well, I'll do some leveling up with the blood points I got. And I'll see you all in the game. And we got a game. And we got the Garden of Joy. Let's go. Oh my god, so this is the new map as well. Point of view. Okay, that's cool. Wow, that is sick. Okay, this looks like an awesome map as well. Wow, very interesting map. So let's see this. Charge teleport. Oh, and we can return to any... We can go to any locker in the map. Look at that. So let's go here. And then we can... Or we could exit. That is cool. I like that. And I like how it looks as well. I have the meter. Oh, the chase music. That's cool. The chase music is sick. Okay, this is a building. I think this is the main building, actually. Here we go. Oh, I missed. Let's see the power animation. Oh, that's cool. That's the stun. That's pretty cool. It's like the Nemesis one, sort of. I'm doing pretty bad. Alright, that's my first time. We're just here to check them out. Okay, let's vault. Oh, that's cool. That's gonna look sick from the survival point. Where'd she go? This is a very interesting map. Looks very cool. Oh, that's cool. How like the screams. The basic attack cooldown though, not the greatest. He kind of just shakes it. Get the blood off. Oh, that's the perk. There you go. The pallet got broken because she vaulted. I forgot what it's called, but it's that bottom one down there. You can see the symbol. That's been deactivated. That's really cool. Because that actually helped a lot. Didn't have to break it. Love the chase music. Nice. Yeah, 2 generators done already. Let's pick up. Oh, that's cool. How he gets like all the hands. Picks them up. Hook animation. Oh yeah, just a basic one. Alright, where do we want to go? Let's go over there. And then from here we can teleport again. That's really cool. Oh, there's a lock. That's really cool. Oh, nightfall. So we're now undetectable. So the timer on their icons on the left, you can see, and see how I'm highlighting the white aurora, like I did say. Palette animation. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Was there no lockers over there? See, that's the problem. No, there being no lockers. Oh, hello. Felix. So I don't know how dark it would be for them right now, but apparently it's total darkness. But I don't know. Oh damn. They look very weird, don't they? Is he gonna vote that? Oh, I don't know, man. I'm doing pretty bad, sorry guys. I mean, I haven't played on PC in a while, and it's my first time trying out the Dredge. Like, the artist and Sadaka was pretty bad at first, but then I'm really good at them now, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's cool. I like, there's like a black aurora following me. So is this saying these are locked? Yes. Oh, okay. So those are locks. Okay. It also changes like his hands positions, I'm pretty sure. Like when you start a chase, similar to Ghostface. Oh, shouldn't have gone for that. We should search a lock arm to see if we can get some value out of that perk. Forgot what it's called. I only remember Septic Touch. Yeah, I've only got one hook, doing pretty bad. But I'll probably play him a lot. And maybe even post another one of getting a Mori and stuff. Sorry I wasn't able to get a Mori. But yeah, I'll probably do that if I get the time. But I will play more of him. See if I can get good at him. I mean, really, it's basically teleporting. So, like, if I adjust to playing on computer again, I'll probably just be generally good, because it's basically just an M1 killer that can teleport, basically. Like, there's no, like, secondary power and stuff, mainly. Like, Nemesis' Tentacle or Punishment of the Damned from Pyramid Head, so to speak. I do love the chase music though, the chase music is really cool. Smart plays. Oh, hello. He's gonna use this palette. Yeah. Not much I can do there. This is a really cool map. I like the map. It's very interesting. It also seems quite big. Yeah, it is pretty cool. The exit gate looks pretty cool. How about we do some teleportation? Don't blind me. I'm getting out here. Very interesting being a locker from a kill point of view. Oh, it's nightfall, so the teleportation between lockers is way quicker now. Wow, definitely way quicker now. That's really cool. Wait, is she at the other gate? Where's the other gate? Where's the other gate? Over there. So you can hear like kids crying and stuff. Oh wow. She doesn't even open the gate. So she either makes it over here or she dies by the timer. I hope I know where I'm going. Is she gonna... I wonder if I just... No, she'll make it. Oh, she's not gonna make it. Oh, you were so close. Yeah, interesting map. I love the kill weapon. I love the chase music. The animations are sick. The pickup animation is awesome. But it's awesome we got the new map. That was cool. So that's what he looks like walking. Yeah, I love the pickup animation. His animations are cool. His perks did come in handy. I mean, the pallet one did come in handy. I wasn't really searching lockers like I should have been to get worth out of that. Oh, and no, never mind. Yeah, so that was a pretty cool game. I didn't really get much use out of like these perks. Power's really cool. I reckon aura reading perks will be really good on him. Aura read, teleport over there. Like his teleporting power is really good at getting across the map because you can just teleport to any locker, and that's really good. And like locking the lockers don't really do much, honestly. There is something. So we're gonna play some. Hopefully, get the Dredge versus the Dredge against Haddie. Hopefully, I'll be okay as Survivor. I'm not that good as Survivor, but I do want to show you guys as I was leveling up the Dredge here. I noticed there was another normal perk. So like perks like Whisper, Crows from the Shadows. Like it's not from an actual killer, and it's called Shattered Hope. To capture a prey, you must first extinguish their hopes. Whenever you snuff a boon totem, the totem is destroyed instead, so it's one that actually affects boons. When you destroy a boon totem this way, the auroras of all survivors inside the boon totem range are revealed to you for 4 seconds. That's actually really good. It's like the boons help you. So that's actually quite cool. Well, I'm gonna level up Haddie, equip her 3 perks, and I'll see you in the game. And we are in a game. Sadly, we didn't get the new map, but it was awesome. We got it when we did before. Alright, let's hope I haven't gotten... Not gonna lie, I haven't played Dead by Daylight Survival. It is the Dredge. Oh my god, don't you hate that? As soon as you get off a gen. It is the Dredge over there. Terror Radius. Awesome. Oh, look at that. He looks so cool. Why does it seem like he's moving so fast? Oh yeah, this guy is good. If we just stay here, we can get the armor. There's the remnant there. Want to heal? I'll give you a heal. So I really like him. Side point of view. I like his like animations and stuff. Survivor point of view as well. He looks really cool while walking around. Survivor point of view. I can actually see him. Alright, let's walk on down. Wow, where's the single checks at? Shouldn't have said anything. Whoops. Oh, hey, buddy. I'm not gonna vote that. Oh, he got me there. As you can see, it says down the bottom right, I'm affected by it. So if I vote anything. Oh yeah, we should also try locking a locker. That would be pretty interesting. Oh, there's no power there. Yeah, I'm not that good at like 360 and all that, honestly. Okay, that's cool. Like, he looks so cool. Like, and just the black mist he brings around, that's really cool. Like, I love his design. I reckon my new favorite. I reckon I'll be much better at him when it comes to Xbox, my good old game platform. I have an Xbox Series X as well, and on the big screen I'll be way better, I reckon. Haddie, I like Haddie. Cool noises and stuff. Oh wait, oh there you go. I got use out of the new perk. Oh, Nightfall. Okay, he's not going for me, he's nice. So this is what it looks like. So basically, your render distance, Minecraft, your render distance is greatly limited, and everything is dark. And it's really creepy, actually. Wow. Like, this is actually scary. Especially how everything's black. So let's try this. Lock. That's pretty cool. Wow, like this is actually creepy, especially with the voices, and then if he jumps you, like this is actually real scary. And then you have voices and crying and all that. Oh, there he is. Like, look at our render distance. We can see all the way over there. It was greatly limited. So Nightfall is actually pretty good. So we have 2 more gens. Should be one over here. No, it's done. So they're all on the other side of the map. So I go for the save. Oh, he's obviously broken that lock. I shouldn't have unhooked. I'm sorry, man. That was really bad. Oh no. That was really bad. God damn it. I'm so sorry. Look at him. He looks so cool. Makes very weird but cool sounds as well. Don't stick it against anything, dude. Oh, what? Was she injured? my god, I'm literally the last one. He didn't go for me. Thank god. If I can get this girl. No, you haven't been. What are you doing? And he has septic touch. What's she doing? Where is he? Oh no. That's bad. He's over there. I'm gonna go for the save. She's gone over there. Man, this is actually really creepy. Like, if you're just standing there, next minute that he shows up. That would be really creepy. I don't know, man. I think we've lost this one. Like, these would be the voices of like all the ones he's killed and dreadful parts. Like, this is really well made. This is like original. Like, oh wait, holy shit, he's right there. Well, I guess our best hope now is to find the hatch. Maybe he'll give it to me. Maybe I should ask. I don't know. I'll ask if like I don't find it. Wait, we don't want him coming in yet. They're already locked. God damn it. It's not over here. He was over there. I reckon he went that way. If only I had self-care. I could heal myself. Oh, damn it. Well. Please. Oh. I was thinking in my head it'd be funny if he came out of that locker. He did too. Oh, nice. GG, man. He's good. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, he's mooring me. Let's go. We'll see the mooring. Oh, wait. Those are... Oh, he has knives. Oh. Oh, wow. That... I'm glad he didn't let us go. That Mori is sick. So he actually grabs knives and stabs us. And then just takes us into the darkness. Wow. I'm so glad that happened. Thanks, bro. Seeing us the more... letting us see the Mori. That was awesome. I reckon he looks cooler from a survival point of view, honestly. But overall, this chapter is really cool. But other than that, they also, on the anniversary live stream, recommend you watch, only 2 hours, they have announced a lot of quality life improvements. Like, they're changing more than 40 killer and survivor perks. Probably perks like Dead Hard, No-Ed. I'm a killer main, I don't use No-Ed, I just don't. Like, obviously it's so good, but just, nah, man. But yeah, now that's the chapter with Haddie as a survivor and the Dredge as the killer. Really cool chapter. I reckon, can't wait to play some more of this. Accidentally went back to survivor. I love the new menu. Yeah. I wonder where we go. I wonder where we just went into this darkness. But yeah, his more is sick. And that was awesome. Well, hope you guys enjoyed. If you like Dead by Daylight and you had the PTB, I recommend giving it a go. Try it out. It's awesome. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Whoa, actually we're not going to end just yet. I did end it, but I just thought, let's check out all his add-ons to end off the episode, as we usually do. So we'll start from the common ones to do the ultra rare ones. So wooden plank. A wooden plank from the stage where Otto Stamper sacrificed a meddling journalist. Increase the amount of nightfall charges when a survivor is hooked by 25%. Mortar and pestle. Disconnected from the world and modern medicine, Stamper's followers originally had to make do with the flora local to the island. The dredge will emerge from its remnant facing the same direction as when a teleport is activated, instead of the direction facing where the remnant was placed. Okay, that's a pretty interesting one. Followers cow. They believe the cows proved their enlightenment, but they merely kept them in darkness. Teleporting to the remnant will activate killer instinct even when not in nightfall. Okay. And caffeine tablets. Stamper's followers were told not to sleep or they would bring the wrath of Druin upon them. Towards the end, he brought in drugs from the mainland. Roars of locked lockers are visible in yellow while charging the glooming and teleporting. That's pretty cool. So those are the common ones. Basic, actually pretty interesting ones. The Malthinker's Skull. Those who brought negativity to the commune world would mysteriously disappear from time to time. Their remains were never found until the Dredge brought them up. Increased nightfall charge speed by 66% while any survivor is injured. That's pretty cool. Haddie's calendar. She planned to cross out each day until her parents took her to India, but when tragedy struck, she abandoned her calendar. Decrease the time to exit locker by 1 second. Okay, pretty neat. Fallen shingle. After the Ottomoranians were subsumed by the Dredge, the mansion fell into despair. Using rain and darkness increases nightfall charge speed by an additional 15% per second. Okay, that's pretty cool, and that's that. Yeah. Burnt letters. Some followers tried to write letters home. Stamper ensured that nobody would have contact with the outside world. Increases the amount nightfall charges when injuring a survivor by 25%. An air freshener. After her parents were found, this was in the bag of belongings the police returned. Haddie doesn't know why she keeps it. Adds 1 additional power token for teleporting. Okay, that's pretty good. So instead of 3, you'd have 4. Let's go on to the rare ones. Worry Stone. While the Ottomoranians were told to think only positive thoughts, some kept these stones in their pockets to rub when negative thoughts arose. Reveals the roar of a survivor for 6 seconds when they lock a locker. That's actually pretty good, because like a lot of the lockers were locked, so that's actually quite good. War helmet. While investigating an overlap in the Alps, she found an abandoned wall bunker. That's right, she took a helmet from it after the overlap nearly took her. Increases killer instinct duration by 1.5 seconds during nightfall. Okay. Ottomoranian writing. The words of Otto Stamper were the only words available for his followers to read. Decrying Malthink and Malspeak. Decreases teleport cooldown by 4 seconds while not in nightfall. Pretty good. Destroyed pillow. While not allowed to sleep, leaders among the Ottomoranians tore sleeping supplies to shreds to prevent malthinkers from sneaking off to nap. Decreases teleport cooldown by 2.5 seconds during nightfall. Don't mind that. That's pretty creepy. Broken doll. Followers brought their families to live in a utopia. None of them was spared. Increases the duration of nightfall by 20 seconds. That's pretty good. Like, that means it's active for 80 seconds. Alright, on to the very rare ones. Tilling Blade. The island was self-sufficient and followers tilted the tough soil to grow crops during the warm season. When a survivor is injured from full health during nightfall, they are afflicted with a blindness, hemorrhage, and mangled status effects for 60 seconds. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Lavalio microphone. She kept a lav mic nearby, allowing her to record her innermost feelings when under great stress. Survivor's auras are revealed for 3 seconds when using the last teleport token. When entering a locker using teleport, other lockers within 6 meters of survivors open and slam their doors. That's actually pretty cool. So you see auroras, and then it's like giving a little scariness in there. That's pretty cool. Field recorder. Haddie documented all of her forays near overlaps to prove not only to the world but herself what she saw and felt. Nightfall is active at the start of the trial. Nightfall is automatically triggered when the last generator is repaired. Any survivor that comes into contact with a remnant is afflicted with the exhausted status effect for 15 seconds. That would actually be really good, especially with this one. So for 80 seconds right at the start, you're undetectable. And all survivors can't like see anything. That's actually really good, actually. Boat key. Only one boat allowed people on and off the island, and the keys were hidden away to prevent deserters. Increases teleport speed by 25% while not in Nightfall. When the generators are powered up, all locks are instantly broken. That's pretty good. And on to the ultra rare add-on, Sacrificial Knife. When a journalist attempted to warn the Ottomaranians of his true task, he slit her throat as a warning to any dissenters. That's that. Exiting a locker during Nightfall blocks all vault locations within 16 meters for 5 seconds. That's really good. Like, if you have an Aurora reading perk, you know someone's there, boom, they have no material around that area. That's actually really good. And finally, iridescent wooden plank. Once the journalist's blood stained the wooden boards of the stage, everything was set into motion for the Dredge's arrival. Survivors are afflicted with the exposed status effect for the last 12 seconds of Nightfall. That's really good. So if you're in a chase, 12 seconds left, that's really good. I reckon that could come in handy a lot. So yeah, those are his add-ons. And for real this time. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.